Okay, so about 13 days ago, we started our hard cider from concentrate in this bucket over here. And now we're going to be moving into this glass jar carboy where we can watch it ferment out in secondary fermentation. There's sediment on the bottom of the bucket that we don't want to pull into this new jar. And we also kind of want to avoid some of the stuff on the top. Before we do that, we're going to put a little bit of sawdust into our carboy. And this is oak that I got from creating this prototypes for this guy over here. This was the decoration I helped make for my wife from my daughter. And so a lot of this oak I captured, and we'll be just putting some of it in there just to give it some aroma, just to give it some flavoring. Now I've sanitized all this equipment with some sanitized water. If you can see this right down here, and that's the airlock that I'll be using, as well as the airlock and the bung for the bung hole, I guess. Anyway, so that's enough of that. So the next step is we're gonna siphon off the cider into this container. And so we always put the container lower so that the siphon flows into it. I'll grab my siphon. My siphon has also been sanitized using the same liquid by just running the liquid through it. And so you want to take a shot of the bucket, inside the bucket. It smells like apples and grapes because we used some grape. Got a nice color to it. All right. So how this works is you put this part into the bucket, about in the middle, not to the. If you put it all the way to the bottom, you're going to suck that sludge up. So you don't want to do that. And then you just give it some sucks. Now I've captured it with my thumb. And then I just put it right into my bucket, or into my carboy. There we go. And while that's happening, you can admire some of these Lego creations from Christmas. We started taking down, we had 2 Christmas trees this year. We started taking down one of the Christmas trees, and my sons never really complained about taking down Christmas decorations, but my daughter, my youngest, she was hysterics, so we actually kept one of our Christmas trees up so far. We're probably going to leave it up for a little while. Want to take a shot of our Christmas tree?
The puny one.
All right, Carter, do you want to back up a little bit and show them the color of it so far? It's really, really pretty looking. The purple grapes really gave it a dark color. I almost feel like if it doesn't change the flavor that much, I almost want to do that just for like the color. You know what I mean? And we're just gonna let this go all the way. So I'm gonna shut the video off now. Thanks for watching. Bye. All right, I'm done siphoning off. You can see the bottom of the bucket has a lot of sediment, and it has those logs, those oak logs that I used during primary fermentation. I'm probably going to save onto those logs and see if I can introduce them to many of my different cider brews, just to see if I can keep my own strain of yeast going. Anyways, the color on this after day 13 in primary is beautiful. It's a reddish, brownish, really, really appley looking, delicious brew. I'm going to put the airlock on. So I'll just put that there. And then the airlocks, as you saw, they were in this solution. Just go ahead and grab one of them. Make sure it's got enough of the solution in there. So you don't have to use the solution. You can just use regular water. I like to use the solution if I have it ready. So essentially, air goes in one way, or air goes out one direction, but not in. Oops, I'm trying to do this one-handed. My camera lady had to go to the store. So, let me see if I can put this on. There it goes. Oops, sorry. Okay. So we still got levels. And put that in. Push it down. Should see bubbles. Flip, flip, flip. That's because I'm pushing the air. I'm pushing the rubber into the vessel, which is displacing air inside the vessel and kind of creating like, not really a vacuum, but it's creating a barrier now. Pushing in pretty good. Just working it in. That's probably good. And then to see if I have a good seal, actually I'm going to tuck it in real good. There it goes. It keeps appearing to lose pressure. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try mixing it a little to see if I can get it to create some. There it goes. And that lets me know that it's a good seal because I stirred up the brew a little. And that's causing it to release CO2, which is causing it to pressurize and then go up, push down, form a bubble, which eventually escapes gravity and boop, pops out, but not back in. Nothing can come back in. If it comes in, it gets stuck in the water. Anyway, so this is day 13. It's still fermenting. It is now in its secondary fermentation vessel. I'm not sure if I'll leave it in this room since we're using this room for crafts right now. But I do want to keep it in a warmer room or a warmer location. Or I might even just put it back in the location it was in. I have to figure that out. Anyways, this is a much safer environment for the brew to continue, and we can even let it sit in this situation for months or even years if needed. Before drinking it, we could let it sit and sit and sit because it's essentially sealed. As long as you keep that airlock with liquid in it, it's basically sealed. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.